This is Shalon Day with Bible Journaling Ministries creative team, and today I want to show you how to create some bling and add some glitter and some sparkle while using our kit for Job 37, 9, and 10. So grab your glitter glue, grab your glitter and some glue, grab some gelatos, and let's get started. Okay, let's take a look at this very cute and festive and fun kit that is one of the bonuses this month for Job 37 verses 9 and 10. Out of its room comes the storm, and cold out of the north. By the breath of God, ice is given, and the width of the waters is frozen. And how fun is this kit? I love all of these colors. Of course, the first page has your tabs, your elements, margin, bookmark element, your washi tape. The second page has the Faith Decks cards, more elements, and more washi tape. And then the third page has your large words and larger elements that you could use in your larger margin Bibles. So what I wanted to do today is just create a simple background using gelatos. And again, I'll be journaling in my She Reads Truth study Bible, and I don't have any entries in Job. So this makes me a little bit excited because it'll be my first entry into the book of Job with this momentum kit. So I'm just going to start off by washi taping my verses 9 and 10, so as to protect them from being covered. Okay. Some more washi here and de-stickerize it, which it won't be on there long, and I'm not using paints or wet mediums, so I'm not going to worry too much about it sticking and pulling my words up. It's not going to be on there very long. And I have quite a bit of room on the side. Typically, my margins aren't that large, as you can see on this page, but this page has more room. So that is a very good thing. So I'm just going to start, and again, this is going to be a very simple page using gelatos, but I am also going to use glue and glitter to show you just how to add a little pizzazz while using your bonus kits. So let's start out with gelatos, and I'm going to actually start with my lightest, and this is a Faber-Castell gelato, and this is peach. I will be using Odyssey, which is sort of a mustard yellow, and then this really pretty brown, it's called cinnamon. So again, I use my kit to draw my color choices and my color palette that I would like to use in my backgrounds. So I'm just going to start by adding, I'm just going to add circles. You could do lines, you could do circles, however works best for you. I do have baby wipes that I'm going to sort of spread with. So I'm just going to add color to my page in different spots. And again, it will spread with my baby wipe. So I don't want to really overdo. Now I'm going to use this mustard yellow. It is called Odyssey. This kit is so cute, and it's so fun and festive for this time of year. Now I'm going to go ahead and blend these lighter colors so as not to, when I add my darker color, I'm hoping that it won't make mud out of my lighter color. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my baby wipe to blend these colors and move these colors. I'm going to move my Bible because it is it's in Job, so a lot of this side of my Bible makes it a little difficult. So I'm just going to very lightly kind of spread that peach color without picking too much of it up. I may have to come back with my lighter. This is one of my favorite techniques, and it is one of my favorite mediums to use. I love to use gelatos because I think that they are so easy to use. Now, I picked up some of that mustard yellow or Odyssey, and then I can kind of put it different places. Yes. And blend it in with that peach. Don't be afraid to move your Bible around when you are using different mediums. You don't have to leave it in one place and try to move it, move your hands and your arms and such. Move your Bible. Move your Bible around and let it work for you in more than one way. So I'm trying to leave some depth in the color and not spread that Odyssey color around too much. I am going to take my peach and just add a little bit in some different places. Because I did pick some up as I was spreading it. And if you've ever noticed that sometimes when you get to the bottom of the pack of your pack of baby wipes, the wipes seem to be a little more wet. And so if you want to leave them out just a little while, or even sometimes I've had to wring mine out because there's so much water in them. And so sometimes I don't need my baby wipes that wet. So leave them out and let them dry out just a little bit, or even wring them out. Okay, so I have a little bit of color on here, some of the peach, and it is lighter, but now I'm going to go back and just add a little bit of my cinnamon color. But how I am going to do this is I'm going to take my palette knife and scrape some off, and then just scrape my gelatos on my page. I'm not going to use my baby wipe because I don't want to blend it in. I just want to add that little bit of that punch of color. So I'm going to take my palette knife. I'm going to open the lid of my gelato, and if you can tell, it's up just a little bit, Don't want it up too much, but I am going to take and put this out on my little plate here. And I'm just going to sort of cut a little bit of that off. I don't know if you can see that or not. But then I'm going to pick it up on the back side of my palette knife. And then I'm just going to take and spread that with my knife just to add some punch of color and sort of spread that out. And you can leave it as dark or as light as you would like it. But just remember to allow your gelatos to dry, to cure before you close your Bible. Because if you leave it thick, it will come off on your other page. So I just want just a little bit of that darker color, not a lot. And you can tell I didn't cut much off of the top. I just used a very small amount. Then I'll just take my baby wipe and I'll just wipe my palette knife off. So I've got that cleaned up. So I want to place my tab first. So like I said, the background is simple and not too involved. Fold this so I know, crease it so that I know where to fold once I get one side on my page here. Okay. All right. Make sure that you don't have two pages there. Sometimes I've done that after I've stuck my tab on. So we don't want to do that. All right. So I have just now I'm going to add my elements from the kit at this point. And then I'm going to come back and we're going to add some bling to the actual elements on the kit. Now I'm not only going to be using Elmer's school glue and just some white glitter, but I'm also going to be using an Elmer's glitter glue stick. Okay. To leave this be the way that it is. Now, if you notice that like this element here has got that white space in the middle, I'm going to fix that. Okay, so I'm going to use my words as a template. And I'm going to use my glitter pen, my glitter glue pen, because it does have a finer tip, and I'm just going to outline my words. Where the words are white, they're going to be a gold glitter. Now you will have to let this dry completely before you close your eyeball. You can kind of use the tip to spread that around. I really like these glitter pens because even though you may feel like you can't control, you really can where the glitter glue goes. So I'm just following the white. I'm going to pull this down just a little bit and pull that up. I'm almost out of my glitter glue pens here. I need to get me some more because I really do enjoy using them. And I believe this gold is the last one that I have. So I need to get some more. And I think I even found these on clearance in the school supply section at Walmart one year. So I have my breath done. Now let's go down here and work on of. Now if you just barely squeeze these and kind of dot, 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 you don't get the clumping like I did here on the E. So kind of keep that in mind as well. Dot, dot, dot helps to put the glitter down, but not heavy. Okay. Dot, dot, dot. Kind of come down below where your letter or past where your letter ends and pull away. Of. Now I'm going to do this. Okay. God, dot, dot, dot. Gives you a finer dot of blue. Sometimes these do take a lot of practice to use them in writing. And even after you've practiced, if you haven't used them in a while, you can, like I was a little rusty, and of God looks a whole lot better than breath, but I'm okay with that. Now, again, this is going to be wet, so you will want to let it dry completely before you close your Bible, okay, because you don't want any stickiness. Now, I have this E and it has closed up in the middle. So I'm going to take a wooden cuticle stick and I'm just going to try to pull some of that glitter up in the middle. Just going to wipe it on a baby wipe. I don't want to really work my page towards me because it is glue and it's moving if it's really heavy. Sort of like when you get a big glob of glue and you take a piece of paper and you move it and the glue runs. Same principle here. So I'm just going to pick up some of that glitter where it globbed on there and open that E up. Pull some of that back. Yeah, see? There we go. There we go. Now, you could take and do the same thing if you see you've got a glob. Just very carefully take your wooden cuticle stick or a rubber one and just pull that off. Pull that up. So now, I don't know if you can tell that or not. I can tell it from where I'm sitting, but I opened up that E. I don't know if you can tell or not. But I opened up the middle of the E. So I'm just going to leave that alone. And this sparkle, I'm going to fill it in with my glue, my glitter glue. Now it does blend with the Odyssey. The outside of it does. So I'm going to use my glitter on the outside of this as well. Dot, dot, dot. All the way around. Now I have given that element some dimension. I've gone on the inside of where the white space is, and I've filled that in, and then I've gone on the outside, but you can still see the yellow of the element. Now, I want to focus on these little stars here. As you can tell, they are printed and outlined in like a goldish color. The inside, they have white dots. Now, I'm going to take my glue and my white glitter, and all I'm going to do is just where the white dots are, I'm going to place a small dot of Elmer's glue, just like we did when we were in school. Let me get some paper under my Bible so that I can get that glitter off and back in the bottle when I'm done. And hopefully the time that it takes me to do these and glitter, then my words here and my little twinkle are set up just a little bit so that when I take my Bible and I get the glitter off of it, those won't run. But it shouldn't take me long, so even if they're not set up well, it's not going to take me long to get that glitter off. But I'm going to start, because I am right-handed, so if you're left-handed, figure out how you need to start. I'm right-handed, so I don't want to do these bottom stars first because I need to do this top one. So I'm going to start at the top and just dot everywhere that there are little white dots on these stars. Small dots, not a big glob, just a small dot. So even if just a little dot. If you start to get too much, just wipe the tip off. And this is some fine detail, sort of. But you also want to work pretty quickly because you don't want your glue to dry. And I just, one of mine, so I'm going to take my wooden glue stick or wooden cuticle pusher and get some of that back where it's supposed to be and away from the other dot. So there needs to be, okay. Now, so I'm going to use the bigger opening, but I'm not going to open it all the way. I'm going to try to keep it contained right there on that star. Okay. Now I'm going to move on and I'm going to do this second star here. You have a little glitter on there, just take your finger and wipe it away and do the dots with your glue again. And pay attention to the pattern and where your hand would be, because you don't want to stick your hand in glue. This is a great kit to add bling to, and I love bling. Okay. And moving on to this bottom star. So I did not do all of the dots at once with glue and then glitter the whole thing. Why? Well, because I don't want my glue to dry on that top star while I am gluing or dotting with glue this last star, and then my glitter won't stick. So now I chose this glitter because it is white. And I got this glitter at Hobby Lobby. It's just the Shalon Industries glitter. And it's just white. Oh, it's called Crystal. So it's got some good bling to it. Now I've got those 3 stars done. I'm just going to very quickly lift my Bible and get my glitter onto my page, my white page underneath. Hold your page. That's one thing that these tabs are good for as well. Quickly. Now I'm going to lay it back flat. And as you can see, I've added bling to my stars right where those white dots were located. Now, if you have other glitter that you would like to use, and maybe you want to make the sparkle more sparkly, do that. Don't be afraid to use it. You know, I think sometimes we forget that some of the things that we learned in elementary school as far as arts and crafts, we need to use those things in our journaling because they are simple and they're fun to use. So this was a simple page for us to do together. Simple page, but we were able to add to it. And if you wanted to take your Posca pen after your glitter glue dries and go around your words, that would be okay too, or around your stars, perfectly okay to take a marker or a Posca pen or an acrylic paint pen if you have a fine tipped, and outline these. I like the subtlety of them. I'm not one that likes to outline a whole lot of things, but I love the way that this turned out. You could also go around your llama if you wanted to. Maybe, hey, let's bling the llama. Let's bling the llama. Let's get messy with our fingers too. Okay, so everywhere that there is white on the llama, now I'm going to be careful around his eyes and his nose and mouth, but let's use our fingers to spread our glue And let's bling our llama. Get his little ears here, and I'm going to use the tip of my glue to help me spread that up there and around the details of him. But let's take our finger and just spread that glue around. You may have to pick up your Bible and put it flat. So just get your glue spread out there. And then I'm going to take my crystal glitter that I used on my stars, and I'm going to cover my llama. I'm just going to let that sit there for just a minute, and now I'm going to dump my glitter back onto my paper here. Okay, so very quickly, and now look at the llama. The llama is all glittery. Now I'm going to let that set up just a little bit, and then what I will do is simply take my Bible and just tap the back of it over the trash can to get anything that's extra off of my llama. But look at that llama. He's so cute and he's so glittery. So just some fun ways to add some bling and maybe some dimension to your entry. I had so much fun with this entry, and I used gelatos, I used glitter glue, I used glue and glitter. And let's get this washi tape off. If you would like, you can go ahead and highlight your verse. I like to leave mine if I have color around them, because I don't want to, like, that is my highlighting now. So that verse stands out because the rest of the page is colored. I'm thinking I might go back and put a little blue in here. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But now you have a glittery, fun page. If you want to leave off the darker gelatos, that is perfectly okay. I just think it adds some pop of color. If you wanted to spread it out using a baby wipe, that is okay too. This is your page. This is your time with God. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Be sure to click the subscribe button, hit that bell so you have turned your notifications on. Therefore, you don't miss any of the tutorials and fun things that we do, any videos that are published to our YouTube channel. But I hope that you have enjoyed this. I can't wait to see you again soon. I can't wait to see your journaling entries. Post them. If you're not in the beginners group on Facebook, join us there. We have a great time. And so I will see you soon. Have a blessed day.